Yeah, it's good to have you again. I have good news. Yesterday, the index closed the week bullish. So that's a good sign that there is still momentum in this market. And if you are in Lagos, or you can join online, there will be a program that will be coming up today. I've leave the link in the description so you can join. We are going to be talking about a lot. We talk about the Nigerian stock market, talking about the crypto market, talk about the real estate, manufacturing, and a lot more. You cannot afford to miss this program. It's happening live in Lagos. If you can make it to the venue, you need to register. And to register, I've left the link below. So back to the index. The index closed positive, was bullish this week. Okay, what is the possibility going forward? Although the previous week was a very strong rejection at a previous resistance, well, this was expected. As we all know, at a resistance, price find it difficult to go higher, and at a support, price find it difficult to go lower. And right now, we are actually in the middle of the range that has been marked, where we are looking at a range between 98,000 basis points and 110 basis points. So this range, we are actually trapped in this range. But I'm more positive that there's going to be a spike at least to hit this zone. You see, this is a range. This is a range. Okay, and the week is going, next week, the month is going to close. So if I go to the monthly chart, see what is playing out, you can see there is a bullish candle. Even though it has week up, it has week down, but we are actually in the middle, telling you that the market is facing an indecision position at a resistance. You need to be very careful of what the market is going to do at this previous level. But looking at it from here, this is the momentum that is pushing price. If you know your price, your chart pattern very well, you know that this is a bullish flag. This is the momentum that is pushing this price. So no matter how, if you continue in this consolidation and the market is bouncing here, it's likely going to break out to the upside. All right, so that is that. All right, this video is going to be very short, but I have one stock that I want you to look at next week to close the month of January. One, we still have MTN running. MTN has been a trade call that I gave out many months ago when price was around this particular support zone. But we are actually we are approaching a resistance zone. So if you have the stock, you should be ready to start selling any moment from this week that is coming up. Although the market is still most likely pushing higher, but as a trader, we try to minimize the risk of exposure. So if you have bought here, so to do that, to minimize the risk of exposure, you need to sell part of your trade. If I bought 100,000 naira worth of that stock, when it gets to maybe when it has made like 20, 25%, 30%, you want to reduce your risk and also take part of the profit. So what do? You can sell 50%, yourself 50%, and allow the 50% to run and go higher. This is how to trade and be balanced psychologically, because in trading you can be right, you can do everything right and still be wrong. In fact, if your head is not right in trading, you will not make the right decision. Support will look like resistance will look like support. All right, so always ensure that you reduce your risk of exposure as you approach the resistance. Okay, so for MTN is a good trade, it's still running. We have NASCON. Looking at NASCON, for NASCON 2 is also a very good trade. We are bouncing at a resistance, breakout, and it's trying to form a support at this zone. I like zone trading very well at this zone. You can see? So any price inside here is a buy and is a good buy. Okay, so that is for NASCON. We still have Dangote Sugar running. Dangote Sugar running. Okay, you can see the pattern also is more like what we are seeing in NASCON. That's the support that is about to become the resistance that is about to become a support for a breakout to the upside. So which other trade we have running again? We have Ella Lake running, You see for Ella Lake is a range. So you buy at the bottom of the range, sell at the top of the range. So that's how to trade a range bound market. And now we need to look at, there's a particular stock that I'm going to give out today for Guinness. Guinness too is also a very good trade that we can play out, that's playing out well. If I'm looking at it like this is an head and shoulder. Let me quickly see if I can get to draw that head and shoulder pattern. Okay, let me use triangle. This is the shoulder. Okay, so this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. And what's an head and shoulder pattern? Is a reversal pattern. So anytime you spot an head and shoulder pattern, we are spotting a reversal. And since market has been downtrending for long, a breakout of this neckline is a spike. So the first thing that will happen is that the market will repeat this shoulder here. If it's able to repeat this shoulder here, that's the first target. If it's still going, it will now repeat the head. Where's the head? The head is here. From here to here. All right. So that is those are the projection for Guinness. Is a good buy. So the stock we are considering today is international breweries. So what has happened to international breweries? And see what I did. I've drawn the support line. Then this is the last. This is the last high, the previous high that was tested. Price came down and found a support. So if you are looking for shoulder, you can cup. This is like the cup. This is like the this is like the handle, and this is the cup. So what do we expect? From here, I expect a breakout, and if that breakout occurs, the first target is actually at 9 naira, 9.50 thereabout. The previous support, here, price can go back and test it. Although it has tested it the first time, came back, but it was not going lower. Price tested support, but did not go lower. Anytime we are looking at the chart and you are looking at the market, one, you need to see what price is doing. The low in an uptrend, lows are supposed to make price to go higher. Like for this, in this case, this is one low. Price came like this, came back, formed a low, and had a what? A higher high. So what do we say has happened? We say this is a trend, and that's the channel of that trend. So the moment this line was broken and did not come back, market sold, but it's a straight sell. Anytime you see a straight sell like this, took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 times 3, that's actually 30 months. This thing took 30 months to occur. What will happen? It has been selling for 30 months. What do you think will happen? Price will retrace because price does not go on a straight line. So when it retraces, see where we are looking at. This is a level again that the market can come back and test this level. So and after here, what happened is a strong rejection. Market went up, candle with body, and since then it's been a range. So if I see a range this way, see a range here, means that these sellers are not able to follow through. They are not able to continue pushing it down lower. And the last swing, let me show you the last swing. For this last swing, do expect this is a trend. This trend has given way. This low, the job of this high was to make this thing go lower. But it failed to do the job. So what happened? The bulls are taking control. Very, very positive. This is going back up. So if you want to trade this, it's an opportunity for you to get in. But let me give you this disclaimer. Whatsoever I share in this video is only for educational purpose. So make sure you conduct your due diligence before you commit your money. So that will be all for this video. Until next week again when we meet, looking at the technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. I say have a lovely weekend.